Hello my dear friends, welcome to SDTechWalk. In this video we are going to discuss about while loop in Python. Let's move on to the video now. Okay, now we need to know what is while loop. While loop is used to execute a block of statements repeatedly until a given condition is satisfied. And when the condition becomes false, the line immediately after the loop in the program is executed. Let's move on to the PyCharm editor, and with some examples in detail we can see about while loop. Okay, now I want to print numbers from 1 to 100 using while loop. Okay, using while loop we need to print numbers from 1 to 100. How I can do? So while loop, while is the keyword, and I need to specify the condition I is less than or equal to 100. I want to print the value. But what is the value of I initially? We need to initialize the value of I with 1. So 1 is less than or equal to 100. I need to do something. What I want to do? I want to print the value of I. And after printing the value of I want to increment the value of I so that it will move on to the next iteration. So simple now. I is equal to 2 it will be. It will check the condition whether it is less than or equal to 100. Yes, it will print, and then again I will be incremented to 3 and it will check the condition 3 is less than or equal to 100. Yes, and it will print, and like that the loop will continue. And once it becomes 101 and 101 is less than or equal to 100, no, it fails. So it will come out of the loop, and immediately next what statement we give, it will be executed. Just I will give done. Okay, now let me execute and see whether I am able to get from 1 to 100. Yes, I have got from, it's so big. Yes, 1 to 100 we have here. Okay. The other thing, next thing, a little modification of this we'll see. From 1 to 100 only, we'll try to print only the numbers which is divisible by 10. Okay, so I is initialized with 1, while is the keyword, and then the condition has to be given. The same condition only, because I want to print from 1 to 100 which is divisible by 10. And then after the condition, colon is must. Okay, so now just directly we can't go for print. We need to check for the condition. What is my condition? If my I value is divisible by 10, that means mod operator will give you the reminder. If the remainder is equal to 0, it means it is divisible by 10. Then now what I need to do, if it is divisible by 10, then I want to print the value of I. Then you print the value of I, and then after printing the value of I, we need to go for the incrementation. Okay. So now if it is divisible by 10, then I want to print, and then the increment has to be done. But the increment, not only it is divisible by 10, if it is divisible or it is not divisible, we need to go for increment the value of I. So now let me run and see. Yes, we got the output. So hope you have got how the logic is. So I is divisible by 10, we are printing it, whether it is divisible or it is not divisible. After this if statement, I am supposed to give the increment value for I. Okay, so now we have got this value. Little modification now again I will do for this program. I am supposed to, I am asked to use the else statement too. Okay, so I will give here else statement. But what will I do with my else? Whether it is divisible or it is not divisible, I want to increment I value. I cannot give in else part 2, but I am asked to use else. So only else I will give, and then we see what happens. It's giving me some error, that is indentation error. It thinks that I is equal to I plus 1 is part of else, and here the syntax fails. So I'm getting this error here. So I don't want to get this error. So what will I do? I need to use a statement called pass statement, which will pass. That means which will do nothing. When the interpreter sees this pass statement, it will do nothing. That means a statement is given for else, the syntax error will be avoided. Let me run and show you. Yes, the error has been avoided. So this is the use of my pass statement. Pass statements will do nothing, and it avoids the syntax error too. So this is how I will use the past statement. Now let's move on to some strings. We'll try to display using the while loop. So I take s is equal to SDTechWalk and I want to print this. So now I will assign the value of I is equal to 0 because my string index will start from 0. So if I want to print the first character, I need to give I value is equal to 0. So what's my condition now? I is less than len of s. So till less than my length of the string, because array index starts with 0, the last index value will be length minus 1. So now what I want to do is just print s of I. Hope you remember we have to use the index value so that we can able to get the output. So once it is printed, I need to go for I is equal to I plus 1. So we have studied in the operator, we can use I plus equal to 1. It means the same thing. It is incremented, and once the loop is over, I want to give here done. Okay, now let me execute and see. Yes, we have got SDTechWalk. So this is how we can use the strings. For strings, we need to use less than the length of the string and print the character, and then the incrementation is must, then it will continue with the loop. Okay, so now I'll make some little modification in this too. I don't want to print TechWalk, only I want to print SD. That means when I see T, I want to stop. Okay, I don't want to print the remaining value. So how do I do that? So I go for if statement only again. If s of I, if s of I is equal to t. When I see if it is equal to t, what I want to do here is I want to break the loop. Don't go further, don't move further. So just break the loop. Break statement is used to break the loop. Once the loop is broken, it will come out of the loop and it will print done. Okay. So let me execute. I'm expecting only SD. Yeah, we have got the right output. It's nice to see the output here. Okay, so this is the use of break statement. Break statement will break the loop. That means it will come out of the loop and it will execute the next statement of the loop. So this is my break statement. Now the next one small change we'll do in this. I don't want to print T. From SDTechWalk, I don't want to print T. I want to print only SD and except T in TechWalk, ECH and walk we need to print. So how can I do that? So again I will check if s of I is equal to T. What I must do is just I will increment the value of I, and I will not print, and I will move on to the, I'll continue my loop. Otherwise, means the remaining part of the loop, what it will do, just it will print the value of I, s of I, and then after printing, I need to increment I value. Let me tell you what I have done here. So just execute. Yes, here you can see after SD, T is not there. So in the TechWalk, T is not there. So what I'm doing here is, I just check a condition if S of I is equal to T. If it is equal to T, you just increment the value of I and continue the loop. Continue the loop, what it will do? It will not execute the rest of the loop. It will continue from the beginning of the loop again. So that is what is the meaning of my continue. So break will break the loop and it will come out of the loop. Continue will continue, it will skip the remaining part of the loop and it will continue from the beginning of the loop. So that is my continue statement. So this is how my continue will work. So I think the basic concepts of while loop I have covered. We have seen about what is while loop, how to use the while loop just for integers and for strings also, and we have discussed about past statement, break statement and continue statement. So this is very much the basic of while loop. Using this while loop and depending on our program, depending on the logic, we can able to execute different things and do wonders in programming. Okay, so we have come to the end of this video, and hope you have liked the video and you have understood something about while loop, the basic things of while loop. Thank you. Thanks for watching. If you have liked the video, please give me a like and share with your friends. If you are happy with my channel, subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.